I wasn't expecting company, but if you stay out of the shrubs and flower beds, you can stay.
Give him a wave, Pops, now that you've invited him in. We're two old guys who enjoy playing sandbox and survival games together. I'm Uncle Craig. Go ahead and sit down. Let's visit for a while.
We've got the body cam back in working order. Sorry for losing that footage. And I want to go outside now, I think. Yep. And let's pick up a few things here that we may need on the outside. Dirt, saplings, plenty of wood. Okay, we're ready. This is a good time to tame our llamas. I'm going to leave them tied up. They don't belong to anybody right now. Well, that's got a health of 13. That's decent. Health of 10, that's okay. But he's got a strength of 2. They both have a strength of 2, which means if I put a container on them, they will have 6 slots available to the containers. So that's not bad. We're going to go ahead and hop on the back of the llama by right-clicking, and we'll ride him for a little bit till he kicks us off. And we'll do it again until he likes us. We're going to force him to like us. So we're breaking our llamas here, breaking in our llamas, much like you would do a horse. Let's see, boy, taking a while here. There we go. So we have this one. Left shift will drop me down. And we can change the color of the rug that he's wearing there. We might do that later on. We'll leave it blue for now. When I'm on a multiplayer server, I definitely change the color of the rug. I turn it to a different color so I don't get it mixed up with other people. If you look now when I mouse over that llama that I tamed, you see this one says owner, Tog Craig. This one says no owner. If they don't have an owner, they eventually despawn. I think these would have despawned already if they were not right here at the base where I am most of the time. I think if I would have walked away from this area for any length of time, they would have despawned. So we want to make ourselves the owner as soon as possible. See if I can get this second one here. And then we'll put containers on them. Because they're not much for riding. There we go. Left shift. It's not like you put a saddle on them. So you can't really direct them as you ride them. Just checking to see if I have any containers down here. I don't. Make a couple. So these are mainly for packing. They're just pack animals is all. We got 2 containers. We'll come up here. And with the containers in my hand, if I right click, pop, it puts a container on. If I hold left shift and right click, I can see the 6 slots of the container for that llama. He has a health of 10 and 6 container slots. There, pop that on there. Whoops, forgot to hold shift. Shift right click, and now I see the 6 slots, and he's got a health of 13, which is pretty good. He doesn't have much for storage, but that's pretty good for the life. Okay, so I'm going to leave them tied up there. I don't have to worry about them despawning now. And what we haven't done for a couple days is to harvest the wheat, and it could use that. Not sure why that wheat right here is having such a hard time, and over there too. We'll go ahead and hold down left mouse button and just take it all out, even what's not ready to harvest yet. And here's the pattern I follow. I start from a row with the stakes on the outside. If I just crouch with the left shift and hold the right mouse button down and go over the lines in this pattern back and forth for 4 squares, comes out just right to take me there, back over this way. So it's just one continuous motion or one continuous line. I can just hold down the buttons and just move back and forth. And seed 80. Hopefully we have enough for 80 if we have more. Oh, no, we don't have enough for 80, but we're close. So we went from being about a quarter of a field to being 3/4 of a field in one harvest there. So that's pretty good. Got a bunch of wheat. Where am I? There I am. And no seeds to put in there, but I'll grab these 2 other sheaves. Won't really help much, but right click the crafting table, grab the wheat. I'm going to left drag it across so I just make as much bread as I can. And now I have a pretty sustainable food source. I have 2 wheat left. Let's go over here to our cows. Now, here's the thing. I could go ahead and feed these 2 cows. Maybe I'll do that now just so you can see this part. See, they come over because I have the wheat in my hand. If I right-click each of them, they make the hearts. They do the nasty, if you will. And there comes a baby cow. Woohoo! Already got horns and everything. So that's how you do husbandry, and we've got an extra cow. I'm going to talk a little bit about the mechanics here. Then I'll create my beef and leather factory, if you will, and then you should understand why it works the way it is, but I'll walk through it one more time afterwards just to make sure you got it. So we're going to dig down here 4 squares, one with a pickaxe because they're stone, and because I'm 4 blocks up, I'm going to put 1 ladder in there so I know I won't hurt myself when I go down. Put another ladder there so I can get up and out of there. Right here, I'm going to dig out and we are going to put a 2-block container here. Let's see. Let's go out and get that set up now. Jump out, go to our crafting table that's right here. We'll make 2 more containers. To do that, I need to make some blocks here. Okay, we have our 2 containers. We're going to start with 2 containers at the bottom, and I just realized we won't actually be able to finish this, but let's get it started at least, and I'll explain why this works. We're going to put, I don't want it that way. I don't know. I'm going to mine this out here to try to get the right angle to put these containers down in. There we go. So we got 1 big container. What we're going to do eventually is put a hopper above this container, and you'll see why later. And then we're going to put water above the hopper, and we're going to put the cows in there, 2 of them. Why in the world would we put 2 cows in one spot? Well, we're going to use the game mechanics to our benefit. So in 1 block of space, you can fit 24 what are called entities, and a cow is an entity. The game, if something happens to increase the number of entities within that 1 square, it will kill off or despawn one of those. I think killing it off would be a better way to put it. So if you put 24 cows in there, or get 24 cows in that 1 square, and then one of them has a baby, then it is going to destroy one of the adult cows. And in that way, you're going to get beef and leather when that cow gets destroyed. That beef and leather will then drop down through the water that will be below the cows. It will enter that hopper, and the hopper will dispense it into the chest, and then from inside our mineshaft we'll be able to go out and take the beef and the leather out of that chest that's down there. So instead of having this whole area be filled with cows, or we have to feed them all by trying to feed the crowd up here and kill them off up here by trying to, again, kill just the right number of them and not kill them all off, we'll just stick them all in that hole, 1 spot. We can feed them right there. They will have babies, and that many adults will die, and we'll get the beef and the leather from that. So explaining what you're going to see there eventually over time. And we need to find other critters. I know there's a pig nearby here, but we don't have carrots yet. Oh, and to explain, I can't finish the hopper there until I have iron, and we have not been able to find very much iron. So we're going to go down in our mine shaft and see if we can scare some more up. Eventually we will go and find a bunch out there. And I just realized I also did not replant the sugarcane. Let's go, and I didn't finish this either. Let's do that while we finish up here. I got so excited about the cows. And I don't have charcoal. Well, let's get the stakes in at least, and next time we will put the torches on, and we'll get the sugarcane planted. We're not in a desperate need for the sugarcane right now, or I would go ahead and plant at least some of it. It's just kind of extra right now until we need the paper for enchanting, and we don't need that for a while. Once we get the leather from the cows and the paper from the sugarcane, whoa, that's a phantom. Startled me. Let's go ahead and get down in here. I won't even show you what they look like. I probably could have sustained an attack there, but I wasn't really ready for it. We'll do that later. So let's get this all put away. Phantoms come because we have not slept, and we have not slept because we have no bed, and we have no bed because we have no wool, and we have no wool because we have no sheep. So it's kind of we're stuck for a bit, dealing with phantoms for a while. This is the last level we were at, and yes, it's done. And now I think we're going to get to a fun level. Last level we couldn't get it recorded, but we did find the mossy blocks there at that area, and we got the hallways marked out. So if I break this open, I'm breaking open area where I got to do a lot of construction, if you will. This I have a little bit of construction, but not as much, because the majority of it's behind here. So we're going to start from right here, actually. I normally would have started over by the ladder. I just mine out 5 blocks from where I'm at. Gets me right where I need to go, or from the corner here. And we never did. Oh yeah, we did. There are blocks covering up there. Let's put some right here though. Not letting me put it there must be because of this. Oh, look at that. It's got a mossy carpet on top. So let's just be gentle with that. Well, I don't know if we have to, but let's be gentle with it. We get the carpet off, and then we can put the block in here so we've got a ceiling where it belongs. We'll change to a hoe to get those pieces there. You can tell you have the right tool if you look at the top center of my screen where it says Deep Slate Minecraft. On the right, it's got a little image of a pickaxe and a green check mark. Watch, if I switch to an axe, it has an X. It says you shouldn't be using an axe on there. You can eventually break the stone with those other tools. However, it will damage the tool for no gain, because when you do break the block, you will not get the resource that you should because you're not using the right tool. Now, to explain why I usually start with the section with the ladder is it's too easy to forget that the ladder's there and break out these blocks back here, and then you've destroyed your ladder. So if I start with the one with the ladder, I can work carefully around it, and then I can just go ahead and get the rest of the room done and not worry about it. Because of the interesting configuration of this particular room being the beginning of the lush caves, we started this one in a different way. I feel like I do need to pay a little more attention than usual. And we've got more clay here on the floor. I still suspect there's a body of water somewhere here. Okay, now this opens us right into this cave. I'll show you what I do if I'm really concerned about this area. Oops, put that up one. I'll put the ceiling in first right away. And we'll also put in, let's put it so that we can see, because there's a little bit on the lower area there. Well, no, I'm going to put it right across here. So we're going to I would put the stone either there or right here and leave the other row empty. That way I can see into the area, but I'm not exposed to it. There we go. And now I'll put the floor pieces in here, and we're covered. We got a little area here we can see out and not worry about getting attacked. Well, we do, but we can handle the attack that comes through there. If it's a skeleton, they can shoot us. If it's a spider, I think they can crawl through there. If it's a creeper, we can scurry away deeper inside the room and should be able to avoid the creeper exploding. Clearly, one attack that would get us is if there were a creeper with at least one other mob, and the creeper blows up and lets the other mob in, then we would have multiple enemies to try to battle within our base here. It'd be kind of troublesome.
Like, subscriber, get off my lawn.